Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia Leigh and I'm an indie author and freelance editor, and today I'm taking you along with me on a super productive author/editor day in the life. It is 9:15. I had an overnight pet sitting client last night, so I got home like between 7:30 and 8, got cleaned up. I'm on my second cup of coffee, so I'm feeling pretty good. But I have a lot to do today. I have to edit for 3 clients. I have 2 sample edits that I'd like to get started on. I have 2 afternoon pet sitting visits. I would like to film a writing mistakes video. I'm doing like a part 2, which is going to be grammar mistakes that I often see as a freelance copy editor and proofreader. What else? I need to take an Instagram photo, like a special Instagram photo for the giveaway that I'm doing with Kelsey, Jessie, Bethany, and Mandy. So I need to take an Instagram photo today. And then I have another overnight pet sitting visit tonight. I'd like to work on Pistol Daisy. So we're cramming a lot into a single day. And I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling energized and I'm feeling like I got this. So I figure let's take you along with me and show you what a super busy author, editor, work day in the life looks like for me. Okay, first things first, gotta light a candle, but this candle is officially burned out, as is this one. I've been burning a lot of candles, so I have to go grab a fresh candle to burn while we work today. And then clean the wax out of these and recycle them. All right, here's our new one. Hickory Hearth. I just finished my Autumn Harvest. Fall candles are my absolute favorite. All right, got a candle going. Now I'm going to write down a list of everything I want to do so that we can check it off, like check the boxes as I complete things during the day, because I always love doing that. Here are all the things I want to get done today. 2 copy edits, a critique. I want to start 2 sample edits. I have pet visits. I want to take an Instagram photo, work on Pistol Daisy, and film my grammar mistakes video, in addition to filming this vlog. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into copy editing, because it's early in the morning. I have a lot of brain power early in the morning. It's perfect for copy editing. And just a reminder, if any of you are interested in hiring me as your editor, I do already have a few clients booked for February. I could probably take 1 more client in February, and I'm now booking into March and April. So if you are interested, you can either click the link that's in the description down below or just visit www.enchantedinkpublishing.com. You can learn a little bit more about the services I offer, what I charge, and then we can discuss how I can help bring your book to life. So just wanted to put that out there. I am booking up for February, March, and April right now, so just keep that in mind. I do offer free sample edits so that you can get a feel for my editing style and decide if I would be a good fit for you and your project. All right, back to copy editing. Okay, so it is almost 11 o'clock and I just finished my first copy edit of the day. There was a lot more to be done than I thought there was going to be. The chapter that I worked on was just much longer than this author's chapters usually are, so it took me a little while longer, but it's almost 11. The clouds are kind of clearing, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and film my grammar mistakes video. That'll probably take me half hour. And then I'll have a little bit of time to probably work on the manuscript critique, either the manuscript critique that I'm doing or one of the sample edits, because I'll only have about half hour before Greg and I have to go pet sitting. So I'm gonna go ahead and film a video and just continue working for the day, I suppose. And let this just serve as a reminder to always back up your work. Not only do I back up all of my personal work for like my books, Pistol Daisy and Whiskey City, but I always back up the edits that I'm doing too, because it would be absolutely terrible to do, you know, almost a full copy edit and then to lose all the work. So If you haven't already, go back up your work. All right, I just finished filming my 5 grammatical errors I often see as a freelance editor. It was a lot of fun because I always love talking about grammatical mistakes and grammatical errors. They like breathe life into me. I absolutely love it. So I've been talking for a while. My throat is feeling kind of dry. I think I'm gonna go have something to drink. It's 11:30 and I wanna leave here between 12 and 12:30. So I feel like I am not gonna sit down to do any copy editing or manuscript critiquing right now because I really do need more time for that. So I think what I'm gonna do is get something to drink and then probably take my Instagram photo for tomorrow because I need to get that ready to go because it's a fun giveaway, like I mentioned, that I'm doing with a bunch of other amazing authors. So I need to get that picture taken so that I can get that edited and ready to go. So I'm gonna go do that and then it'll be time for pet sitting. And then when I come home, I'll need to finish up another copy edit, a manuscript critique, 2 sample edits, and potentially some Pistol Daisy work. But first, let's check it off this little checkbox, shall we? All right, I have 2 things done. Off to a little bit of a slow start. Okay, I'm going to work on taking that photo now for Instagram. So I'm gathering some little props, some crystals and such. I think I might use a little plant maybe. Plants are pretty. So we're gonna head out here into the living room where we have a lot of light. And I'm going to use this sweater as a little bit of a background because it's pretty, it's like gray and pink, and I think it'll be really pretty for all these books. So I'm gonna get this set up and take a picture. Okay, Greg helped me a little bit and we took photos in a few different places, and I think I'm pretty happy with how the last ones turned out. So now I need to pop them into my Photoshop program just so that I can clean it up, make it bright and sparkly and beautiful because that's what Instagram is, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pop it into Photoshop, probably clean it up a little bit, and then it'll be time to go to pet sitting. Right. Time for some Photoshop. Okay friends, so I am almost done touching up that photo in Photoshop, but it's time to go pet sitting. So I'm gonna leave the camera here. It needs to charge a little bit, but I'm gonna head out to pet sitting with Greg, and then when we get back, I'll finish that Instagram image, and then I'll have to jump right back into copy editing and manuscript critiques and everything else. So I will see you very soon. Okay friends, I am back from afternoon pet sitting. It's almost 3 o'clock and Greg is making us some vegan BLT sandwiches. So we have some vegan bacon cooking up, vegan mayo, vegan butter, vegan everything. This stuff is really delicious. If you're looking for some plant-based bacon alternatives, Upton's is really delicious. So I am going to finish sprucing up that Instagram photo while I have my lunch, and then I really have to get a critique done and another copy edit done, and then if I have more time and enough energy, I'll start my 2 sample edits because those need to get returned to the authors by Friday. So still a lot to do today, but slowly checking things off the list. So I'm gonna eat, finish editing my Instagram photo, and then get back to my office and get back to work. That's good. Really good, Mama. I love you, honey. I love you, Bubba. I love you. Do a little bit of mayo. Oops. Okay friends, it is almost 3:30. I just finished my lunch. I took a little like half-hour lunch break. I finished the Instagram photo so I can check that off. And I can also check off afternoon pet sitting visits. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 things checked off and 5 more to go. So absolutely the most important things for me to do for the rest of the day are another copy edit and then a manuscript critique, both for clients. And then if I have enough time and enough brain power, then I can start my 2 sample edits for potential clients and maybe work on Pistol Daisy, but I doubt I'm gonna get around to it today just because it's been a very busy day. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. I usually am super energetic up until lunchtime. When it hits about 3 o'clock, I definitely start to lose steam a little bit. So I am having a big glass of water here. And I'm going to jump into my copy edit because like I've said in other vlogs, copy editing is much more tedious. I love it. I love it so much, but it's more tedious. It requires my absolute focus. It requires all of my attention, all of my brain power. So I'm going to go ahead and do the copy editing for my client and then go ahead and jump into the manuscript critique for my other client. And like I said, it's already 3:30, so it'll probably take me up until 5 o'clock to get these 2 things done, but we'll just see. I usually try to wrap up work around like 5 or 6, and most of the time I'm able to do that. There are some days where I'm still working at like 9 o'clock, but not because I have to. You know, there are some nights I work late because I want to, because I enjoy what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop talking now and start editing, but first, I have to light my candle. I had to blow out my candle when I left, but now I'm gonna light it again. Ta-da. Okay, so I wanted to check in with you guys. It is 4:15 and I'm still working on my copy edit. I have 5 more pages to go. So I'm guessing that that'll take me 15 to 20 minutes, if not a little bit more. So definitely taking me a tad bit longer than I thought it was going to because I still have to read 2 chapters for another client of mine for a manuscript critique. And I was hoping to have it done by 5, but I don't think that's gonna happen, which is fine. I went and I switched into my glasses. I was starting to feel like eye strain and my eyes were feeling fatigued. So I went and put on my blue light blockers. You can kind of see the purple reflection, which is how you can tell that these are blue light blocking. I have 3 pairs of blue light blocking glasses and I love them so much. They seriously help me with my eye strain and my eye fatigue when I'm working on the computer for long hours a day, which is almost every single day. I got all of my glasses from Firmoo. They're like an online provider of eyewear. So if you're interested, I'll have them linked down below. And I do have a couple of different discount codes. So if you guys either need like prescription like I do, I have a different prescription in each eye. They can do that, or they can, you know, create glasses that don't have any prescription. So if you are one of the lucky folks who has a good strong vision, then you can just get like normal blue light blocking, I believe. I don't think you have to have a prescription to buy from them. So yeah, for all of you writers out there, I highly recommend blue light blocking glasses because they have seriously saved me so much pain from eye strain. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to copy editing. And then when I'm done with that, it's time for my manuscript critique. So no time to chat, have to get back to work. Okay, it is 4:45 and I just finished my copy editing. It definitely took longer than I thought it was going to. And I still have to read 2 chapters for my manuscript critique. But I think I'm gonna go sit somewhere a little bit more comfortable. So I'm just gonna put in my earbuds, read 2 chapters, and leave comments, questions, and suggestions for my client. And then when that's done, I'll be done with the actual like work I needed to do for the day. And depending on how I feel, I might start my sample edits But I don't know. Like, I am feeling a bit fatigued. It's been a very busy day, but I need to at least get the manuscript critique done. And if I don't get around to the sample edits or working on Pistol Daisy, that'll be okay. So let's go ahead and check off this next thing on my little list here, because I love checking things off, and then I'm gonna go get comfortable sitting somewhere else. So this manuscript critique I have to get done today. This is like something that I absolutely must do. These 2 sample edits are due Friday, so I can definitely work on those tomorrow, and then this is just something that I'd like to do, but probably won't get done today. But this is pretty good. This is pretty good for one day so far. Okay, friends, it is 5:20. I took a brief break and now I'm back. Greg made me some lavender chamomile tea, so I have some tea. I have my little lights on back there. I'm going to cuddle up with a blanket here on the couch and get 2 chapters done of my manuscript critique. And then I'm going to call it for the day, because this will probably take me until 6 o'clock, like 40 minutes. Hopefully. Sometimes it takes me a bit longer to read 2 chapters. But hopefully I'll be done around 6 o'clock, and that'll still give me time to kind of relax, make a healthy dinner, and get ready to go to pet sitting for the night. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into this manuscript critique, drink a little cup of tea here, and then I will wrap up the day and let you know kind of how much I achieved, if I felt productive, if I had hoped to achieve more, etc. We'll just wrap everything up as soon as I'm done. Okay. Okay, friends, so I just finished my manuscript critique. I'm gonna check off some boxes. This is one of my favorite parts of a busy day. So the only things I didn't get done were the 2 sample edits, which is fine because those are due on Friday, and then working on Pistol Daisy, which is also fine because sometimes I just don't get around to it. Let me grab my tea and then we can talk some more. Hang on. So I feel really good. I feel like I accomplished so much today. It was definitely a super productive day. I filmed this video and another video. I edited for 3 clients. I went on 2 pet sitting visits. Not to mention the fact that I had an overnight last night and I have an overnight tonight. I took an Instagram photo for tomorrow. I edited it and made it really beautiful in Photoshop, which took a while. Went to the grocery store. I just feel like I did so much today, but I feel not overwhelmed. I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel burned out. I don't feel overworked. I feel proud. Like, I feel really good about all the work that I got done today, which is often how I feel at the end of a long day. I've said this before, but I love editing so much. And when I get to edit for clients, you know, for the majority of the day, even though it's hard work and it can be tedious, time-consuming work, it feels really good because it's something I'm passionate about and it's something that I love. And then, you know, when I have just a couple of afternoon pet sitting visits, you know, I get to get out of the house, go walk some dogs, get in the fresh air, get a little bit of exercise, and that really helps break up my day as well. So I've been enjoying kind of the balance of working in the morning, having some pet sitting visits, and then working in the evening. So that's been working out quite well for me. I will say that when I have super busy days like today, I usually don't get around to Pistol Daisy. I did work on Pistol Daisy yesterday, but honestly, I worked on like 4 paragraphs, which isn't much, but I was happy with the work I did. What I'm doing with Pistol Daisy right now is both really amazing and important, but also quite frustrating because I've told you guys multiple times that, you know, I've thought Pistol Daisy was done and totally ready to go, but then I end up coming back to it a month or 2 or 3 months later and realizing that I could do better. And my friend Sarah Cannon over from Heart Breathings, she told me once that that's kind of the case. Like, the more you write and the more books you write, you know, you're always going to come back to books that you wrote previously and see the weaknesses in them. And I think that's what's happening right now because, you know, I'm working on the 6th draft of Pistol Daisy, and I have the 2nd draft of Whiskey City already written. So as I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between these 2 books, you know, it's like I go to Whiskey City and I write a brand new draft and I learn new things. I become a better writer even in those 50,000 words. So then when I return back to Pistol Daisy, I see the weaknesses and I see where I could improve. Not to mention I've been doing a lot of manuscript critiques lately, and I'm even taking a developmental editing course in February. It starts on Monday, which I'm... Okay. Tifa was crying at the door like he wanted to come in, but then he just stood there and looked at me, so I had to shut it. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about Pistol Daisy and Whiskey City. I really feel, and I hope I'm saying this for the last time, I feel like this draft of Pistol Daisy will be the last one that has developmental changes. I still need to do a full proofread on it. It's pretty darn clean because I've read it so many times. And during every single read through, I correct any errors I find. It's not like I just leave a spelling error and move on. I would never do that. So it's pretty clean, but you know, I would like to do this developmental round. And then the 7th draft of Pistol Daisy will be the proofreading round, and it'll be totally done, hopefully. So I am feeling disheartened, I guess, just because I want these books to be finished and I want to get them out and I want to get the next 2 going, books 3 and 4. I don't want to sit around working on Pistol Daisy and Whiskey City for a whole nother year, because then that'll put me at 2 years for only 2 short books. These books are like 40 to 50,000 words. So that to me isn't good enough. I want to be able to put out a book a year or 2 books a year, and I'm not really at that point yet. I still have to learn and develop my process a little bit better, and that's fine. But if I want to sell books, if I want to, you know, build my backlist of books, I can't take 2 to 3 years to write 2 books. That just, for me, that won't work. So I am feeling frustrated that my progress with Pistol Daisy feels very slow right now, but I also have to recognize that I have a lot going on. I am doing so much editing for clients, and I'm so grateful for it because I want that to become my main source of income. I'm still pet sitting, and that makes me, you know, the bulk of my income. I've said this before as well, but I would like to cut back on pet sitting a little bit, you know, not take on any more clients, any new clients, stuff like that, so that I can just focus on what makes me really, really happy, which is editing, writing my own books, YouTube, being a creative. Like, that's what really makes me feel alive and fills me up. So I'm feeling really great about today. I'm feeling wonderful about all that I accomplished, and I'm excited because now, tomorrow, I get to edit this video and I get to edit the other YouTube video I filmed, and I always, even now, after 4 years of being on YouTube, I still get excited to edit videos every single time. I get excited to edit them and to upload them, so I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. If you aren't already, you can subscribe hitting the button down below here if you want to subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell icon if you want notifications every time my videos go live. And also keep in mind, I do have a newsletter. Speaking of newsletter, I really need to send out my January newsletter because I haven't done that yet, and tomorrow's the 30th. So I do have a newsletter if you want to just stay in the loop with book news before everybody else gets to learn of it. And that's it for me, you guys. I'm gonna go lie down and watch some Netflix, chill for a little while, and eat some dinner before Greg and I have to go to an overnight pet sitting visit. So I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Any questions, comments, suggestions, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Happy writing! Bye!